Okay, hey guys. Today we're going to be talking about proving lines are parallel. So just because two lines look like they're parallel, you don't know for sure if they are. However, there are these converses which basically say, for example, if two lines are cut by a transversal so that the pair of corresponding angles are congruent, then the lines are parallel. So, for example, if angle 1 is congruent to angle 5. So if the corresponding angles are congruent, then L is parallel to M. Okay? But if they are not congruent, then they are not parallel. Same thing with alternate interior angles. So if angle 4 is congruent to angle 6, then L is parallel to M. Let's see, alternate exterior. So let's say 2 is congruent to 8. So if angle 2 is congruent to angle 8, then L is parallel to M. Consecutive interior angles. So if angle 4 and 5, now those two are not supposed to be congruent, but if they are supplementary. So if the measure of angle 4 plus the measure of angle 5 equals 180, then L is parallel to M. That's what that means. And then if two lines are cut, so then the consecutive exteriors, same idea. If 2 and 7, now they shouldn't be congruent, but if the measure of angle 2 plus the measure of angle 7 equals 180, if they're supplementary, then L is parallel to M. Okay, so let's do some examples. So these two are congruent. We want those to be congruent. So that's alternate. So yes, the lines L is parallel to M. And the reason is because alternate exterior angles converse. Here we have corresponding angles. Those little tick marks mean that they're congruent. So yes, they are parallel. L is parallel to M by the corresponding converse. Corresponding angles converse. Right here we have 48 and 132. Okay, so those are consecutive exterior angles. If I did 132 plus 48, I get 180. So yes, L is parallel to M by, those are consecutive exterior angles. But look at number 4. These two are congruent. Those are vertical angles. However, there wasn't a vertical angles converse. And so line M and line L are not necessarily parallel because we don't know anything about those angles over there with L. So you would just put no. Like there's not enough info. Right here, we have an interior angle. We have another alternate interior angle. The lines mean that they're congruent. So yes, L is parallel to M by the alternate, sorry, my handwriting's sloppy, interior angles converse. Okay, and then last but not least, 125 and 65. Okay, first of all, those lines definitely look like they're parallel. But if I did 125 plus 65, I get 190. So no, they're not parallel. So given the following information, determine which lines, if any, are parallel. State the converse that justifies your answer. Okay, so 2 and angle 4 are corresponding. So which lines would be parallel? Well, it would be C and D. So C is parallel to D, and the converse is corresponding, I don't want to write out the whole word, angles converse. I guess you don't have to write Converse. It says Converse already. 5 and 10. 5 and 10 are alternate sides inside of these lines, inside of A and B. So that means A is parallel to B, and it's by the alternate interior angle converse. 1 and 13, let's see, where's 1? 1 is up here, and then 13 is there. So it says that they add up to 180, which means they're supplementary, so that must mean A is parallel to B. And the reason is consecutive exterior, because they're on the outside, angles. Okay. Let's just go down. I'm going to let you guys try to do some of these, and then I'm going to pop the answers up there. So A is parallel to B. C is parallel to D. And the reasoning for this one is alternate exterior angles, and the reasoning for this one is consecutive interior angles. So let's talk about 11 and 16. 11 and 16 are vertical angles, but that's always true whether lines are parallel or not. So this is none. Basically, you don't know for sure if the lines are parallel. 4 and 15. 4 and 15 are congruent. Those are alternate exterior angles, and that means that A would be parallel to B. Let's see, 10 and 12 are corresponding. So corresponding angles converse, and that means C is parallel to D. 9 and 13 equal 180. Let's see, where's 9? 9 and 13. Okay, those two equal 180, but they're just a linear pair. That isn't one of our converses. That's always going to be true whether they're parallel or not. So that's a none. And then 2 and 7. Okay, those are alternate interior angles. So that means that C and D are parallel. And then finally 6 and 11. 6 is way up there. 11 is right there. They're on totally different transversals. 6 is on C and A, and 11 is on D and B, so they're not really related, so we can't use any of the converses. Okay. Let's see, what's transitive? All right, here we go. What's our time looking like? How much time do I have left? Okay, it's only 7 minutes. Okay. Given the following information, which line? So same kind of idea, 9 and 22. 9 is right here, and 22 is down here. So those are alternate exterior angles, and that means that Q and R are parallel. Okay, so you were supposed to put those answers in that puzzle. I apologize for my sloppy handwriting. I'm kind of writing on my tablet a little bit differently. But, okay, the last idea is the transitive property of parallel lines. And so the transitive property says if two lines are parallel to the same line, then they are parallel to each other. What that means is if P is parallel to Q and Q is parallel to R, well then P is parallel to R. It's kind of like this idea, if Mr. Mays is taller than me and I'm taller than Miss Woolley, well then Mr. Mays is taller than Miss Woolley. So that's the idea. So if we know A is parallel to C, they just said that. That's the first thing that they say. State which other lines are parallel and why. So first of all, we know that B, let me change my color real quick. Well, B and C are parallel because B is parallel to C. And the reason is consecutive exterior angles converse. Oops. 84 plus 96 equals 180. 84 plus 96, oops, equals 180. And so then let me change my marker. So then if B was parallel to C and we knew A was parallel to C, well then A must be parallel to B by the transitive property. gosh, my handwriting sucks on this. Of parallel lines. So these two lines right here, they look like I'm making two L's, but that just means parallel. Okay, I hope this made sense. Have a great night. I love you guys, and just message us if you have any questions. We'll go over this more in class and practice.